profitable trading teams you can be a part of. Constantly analyzing, looking for entry points using algorithms only some know. Get in on the action. Secure your profits today. Do you want to make a financial change in your life? Join the winning team. Dub Investing. Dub Investing is one of the most exclusive.
All right, we're live. Hold up. There we go. Sure.
What up?
Hold up. We're live. But we just figure out. All right, we're good.
We're good.
Mm-hmm.
We're live right now, like talking. They can hear us and everything.
Yeah, they can hear us.
All right, perfect. What's going on, everybody?
What are we thinking, man? A lot of hard choices around here. You know what I'm saying? A lot of hard choices around here. A lot of tasty looking stocks, but they could very well have a sour taste to them at the same time. So, what we're really looking into.
A lot to be weary of. That's for sure.
Yeah, lots to be looking at. There's lots of plays that are actually turning up to do crazy. Wall Street Bets, of course, is back in the news. Jim Cramer says sell all the growth stocks, especially the tech industry. What are we thinking about that? Here, hold up. Let me give this one justice. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna read Jimmy.
Read what he said.
Yeah, Jimmy word for word. I'm gonna give him some justice, man. Says investors. Hold up. That is way too loud. All right. Investors can choose to join in on a sell-off that has dropped some tech names like Apple into negative trading territory this year. The other choice, taking a cue from the Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell's restarted commitment to leave interest rates low levels, is to hold on for the ride and consider loading up on worthy stocks discounted from their highs, Cramer said after market closed mixed. After today's late afternoon rebound, it's not too late to sell the more egregiously expensive stocks if you want to, the Mad Monkey host said. But for the better growth stocks down more than 10% from their highs, call me a buyer. Not all at once, not big, but a buyer, nonetheless, in any retest of that 9:47 a.m. low that we saw today. Cramer's assessment of the current state of the market follows a roller coaster trading day where major U.S. Averages bounced off from their session lows. The market suffered a steep sell-off in the morning with the NASDAQ composite down almost 4% at its trough before the blue chip Dow Jones and benchmark S&P 500 managed to etch out. So what are we thinking about this? What are we thinking about all this? Because this man Jim Cramer.
Personally,
I
fucking hate the dude because he's sleazy.
He is sleazy as fuck.
But the guy's rarely wrong.
That's what I'm saying. The guy is not wrong. And you have to give him some credit where credit is due. I mean, this guy is literally telling you after a whole year of being the biggest bull in the market, screaming all over the place, is now saying that we all need to reel it in a little bit and that the sell off is near. Basically, I mean, when he says that you can sell your growth stocks, that's implying that that the sell off is near.
Right.
And
That's the actual market analyst telling you, hey, everything is lining up. The keys and the links are lining up right now for a market crash. Now is a good time to sell.
yeah, I think it's pretty crazy. But for some reason, like the market is running for some reason, and this is what's crazy. Is I mean, we're gonna probably see.
Well, we do know that the talks of the stimulus bill were announced today that they would be pushed and the stimulus would be passed in the House throughout uh the end of this week or by the end of this week. So, I mean, that could have an influence in why the stock market ran because people know they're about to get money.
Yeah. Well, and the implied 187 billion. If I do recall, that is expected to be injected into the market in the near term.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot of money.
But is it enough?
I don't know. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's the whole. That's the whole question. Is it really? I mean, I think it's plenty. I mean, look. Let's put it in the context of that. Elon Musk just put 1.5 billion into Bitcoin, and look what happened.
Yeah, that's true.
Times that by 185 in the stock market.
This could be a crazy run,
This could
or it could cause crazy inflation, and the entire market can't handle.
Yeah. And that's also the scary part is the inflation, because we know this inflation is coming. We know it is, and I was talking to stock guys at Kroger that I always talk about. The sushi guy, I was talking to him earlier today, and we were just talking it all out, and he agrees that it could be a good time to get out the market. Now, I'm not saying that it's a time to sell off. I am kind of saying it's an okay time to sell off because we're at a high, right? Everyone's up. If you're up, don't burn yourself out because once
Don't get greedy.
yeah,
Learn your lesson the
don't
first
get too greedy. Because like I'm not here to tell you exactly when to sell. That's for my investors chat, right? I'm not here to tell you guys, oh, you need to sell here, you need to sell there, you need to sell there, you need to sell there. No, I'm telling you on here, you have two choices. You can either sell everything, get in a couple play and then pretty much day trade all the way up to the crash. Don't hold it overnight. None of that. Because here's my scare, right? When the market crashed, the last crash, or when it took the major dip down to 16,000, it halted a million times. So the thing is that you may and there's so many more retail investors. We saw what happened in Dogecoin. It dropped a couple cents and everything fucking blew up. Wall Street bets, stocks dropping, a couple $100 and the whole shit fucking went completely. And the whole market reacted to all that. Just think of what happens when everything falls, when everything actually falls. And I mean, it will halt the Dow. Like the Dow, the whole market will get halted. And it will be dropping like thousands and thousands and thousands of points, and it's like a fishing reel that you don't have control of, and it's just going and going and going and going until you're out of line. And then it just keeps going, and then the margin calls start happening, and then everything starts going to shit. So you really, really got to watch what you're doing when it comes to playing around in this type of bull market, because you saw the people that got burnt in the last bull market. You saw it. We all saw all the people that got burnt. The guy that killed himself over negative $800,000. We saw that. We saw everything that happened. We saw how people went crazy, how this wasn't supposed to happen, how could this ever possibly happen, like where the hell did this come from? Well, that could still happen again at any time too. Like, there's a whole nother strain of the coronavirus.
Yeah, but ain't nobody gonna talk about that. We ain't ready for that.
Yeah, we ain't ready for that to hit the markets, bro, because that shit is just gonna be detrimental. It will be detrimental if this strain of the virus is as bad as they're saying it's gonna be, and it sweeps the United States. It will be detrimental to the markets. Like, no one's gonna be investing in that unstable market.
At all. Everybody will literally just wait.
Right. No one. Well, there is no waiting. That's the thing. When everyone's waiting, that shit is tanking.
Well, right. That's what I mean. Everybody will just hold their money and that shit will just continue to go down because nobody's buying. So there's just more sell power or sell pressure.
Right. Yeah. So, what are we? What are you looking at on here? The workhorse.
Yeah, but that's for the memory calls later. First, we got to get into this news for the server. I forgot to give a fucking afternoon update, so I gotta apologize for that. I had fucking to work on my car, so yeah, that's what I was doing. And I forgot all about the afternoon market update for the server. My fault, everybody. But the AI got a nice update from the AI. Said so throughout this entire market sensitivity, I set a screener on the AI to kind of slow down the signals that it's giving to make it more accurate and and specifically only look for certain patterns that I know for a fact will lead to a bullish run for day trading. Considering day trading is pretty much the only option throughout this volatility right now because you can't really promise yourself that when you wake up the next morning that the Dow's and then S&P 500 and the Nasdaq aren't going to dip another 50 to 1%, bringing down the entire market
And the
again.
thing is, there will be and people will also realize that there's gonna be a gap, like the pre-market and after hours. That all is the gap in between the trading days of the Dow. So, you're gonna wake up and you're gonna be like, oh, you're gonna look at the Dow and you're gonna be like, oh, it's all good. And then the market opens and then the gap is filled and then it's over. Because and then what will happen is the pre-market will be so bad. Like last time the pre-market was so bad, immediately at open, it halted.
Right.
And then you're not even going to know about it, and then in a couple minutes everyone's going to be screaming like, oh, the market's crashing, and boom, it's going to already be halted again, and you're going to be looking at your money completely gone, running out the door. Swear to God.
Shit in your pants.
Yeah, shitting your pants. So that's how it works. Like, it's not going to be pretty. And it may not be necessarily like right at open, but if it's not even right at open, that's even more dangerous, right? Because then you don't even have time. Like, I mean, open is actually probably the most dangerous, and then after open is probably the second dangerous. Because before open, you don't even see it. You don't see it coming. Nothing. It's all in the pre-market, which is why you gotta watch your pre-market. And I mean, even if you're on Robinhood, you don't even have a pre-market, so you're just gonna open up and boom, it's over.
Right. Not gonna be good. Anyways, but so yeah, the AI will be sending out less signals, but the signals it sends out will be more accurate due to the screener, and that will allow us to maximize our profits throughout this market volatility every single day on at least one trade. And then some other things to talk about. We already talked about the market, the economy. I mean, the economy is well, actually, let me look at the dollar real quick. The dollar index, see how that's doing. Oh boy, 89.99.
Yeah, you want to get it up on your screen?
Yeah, Yaga.
Oh no! Oh no! Here it is. We called it. We literally called it. We literally called it. We literally called it. We can go back to the last podcast. We called this shit. Oh, it's back up to 90.
Yeah, but that doesn't fucking matter. Look at what it's been doing all day.
Up 89.99. Didn't remember what they said at 88. Hyperinflation. 88.5. Hyperinflation.
Yep, sure is making his way down there too. Looking good. Not looking good. Oh, Mr.
No,
Market.
sir.
This
No,
shit
sir.
ain't gonna work. I'm gonna tell you when this shit starts, bro. I'm taking out every penny I have in the market. I swear to you. Oh my god.
Yeah, and the thing is, even if you take it all out, it doesn't matter because it won't be worth shit. You still gotta,
No, it's the fucking problem.
still ain't gonna be worth shit. Which is why you need to start. We need to start looking at these cryptos. Cryptos are looking a lot better. And I think Bitcoin may be on a dip. Oh yes, it is. 50,000.
Might be a good time to throw another hundo at crypto.
Sounds like about time. I think I'm just gonna put about a hundo in right now because I just pulled everything out of my crypto because it tanked.
Yeah, I know. I saw that shit. It wasn't good.
But I mean, I don't care. Seeing this, we know it's gonna run. Look at BTBT. Look at some of these FTFT. Look at some of these stocks that we've been talking about on some Bitcoin. Because those should be pretty bullish now that dollars is dropping.
Yeah, Doge is up 10% on the day.
BTBT is looking like it may take a run.
Yep. Just threw a hundo in Bitcoin. Let that shit do its magic. Know what
Nope,
I'm saying?
same here. Pretty bullish on that.
Oh yeah. I forgot to mention this. The mortgage rates. Last time we talked about the mortgage rates was like a week ago. I think last maybe Sunday. or maybe this past previous Sunday, we talked about it before we were talking about when we gave the first market volatility update and said that the market may possibly crash. We mentioned mortgage rates and said that if they dropped any lower, that the chances of the crash and the inflation and the like overall economic failure for this fucking country is just that much more likely. And today they're sitting at 2% lower than they were a week ago at 2.6%, which is the lowest it's been in almost 20 years. So that's not good.
Woo! Hey, we should go buy a house.
Oh yeah, we should go buy a few houses. You know what I'm saying? Flip that shit when the market recovers.
But I mean, for some reason, houses are at the highest prices they ever have. That's the craziest thing.
Mortgage is low.